We actually made some money this week. What up guys, welcome back to Newbie Money. If you guys are brand spanking new to this channel, welcome. I'm a new day trader who's trying to document the whole process of one day becoming a profitable day trader. So you guys get to be a part of that whole show and all that, emotional mess that comes with it. But yeah, welcome. So in this segment, I'm doing my weekly trade recap. So I do my daily trade recap, but I like the weekly one because it just puts everything together and I get to look at it and be like, that's where I fucked up, or like that was a good trade, and I think it just has a better, broader view on it, which is very useful. So if we can look at the week starting from November 15th ending at November 19th, we get to see that we have a net profit of $334. So that's pretty good. So that's around 2.6% on the whole portfolio, which is pretty good. Any green is good. Doesn't really matter, how big or how small it is, especially at this early stage where we're just trying to, stabilize everything and get our good bearings and have a good foundation pretty much. So I'm pretty stoked on that. But there's a few things I want to cover, which is the commission. So we spent around $418 on commission because the gross amount is we made around $778, which is pretty good. If you can get that in net profit every week, for now, I'm pretty stoked on that. But with commission, it's only $334, so we're spending more on commission than we are making money, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's a lot of over trading happening in a sense, and since I'm not taking bigger positions in them, when the trade does work out well, I'm not making that much money enough to kind of justify the commission, but which is fine. I'm okay. I still don't want to use too big of a size just yet, and I'd rather polish up on a good profit to commission ratio before I size up my positions, because then when I do good with my trades, I'm going to pay basically nothing on commission. So this is pretty good, and I'm happy that I'm recognizing this and working with it. Another thing I want to look at is the number of winning trades to losing trades. So 37% of my trades are winners and 62% of my trades were losers on this one. Again, a lot of people on YouTube say it doesn't really matter what your win to loss ratio is, as long as you cut your losses pretty quickly. So that's pretty much what it is. I do cut my losses pretty quickly and my winners do make more money. And you can see here that my largest gain was $274 and my largest loss was around $112. So I do like that, but the only problem with me is I feel like I run into a lot of like, oh, it's not a big deal if I have a lot of losses because they're small, and I'm just gonna keep finding that perfect setup, and when I see that good setup, then I can size into it. But the only problem is it kind of justifies me to overtrade a lot, and since I'm not using that bigger positions, when I do make let's just say is 3 times the money I'm risking, it's like $274. Like that's what I'm getting out of it, and I probably spent $30 of commission of trying to get in and get out, get in, get out to make that $274. And if I do that several times, the commission adds up compared to a few months ago or last year where I'm playing with bigger positions, and when I do win, it would be like a $600-800 win, and if I do spend $30 of commission on that, then that's fine, right? It kind of justifies itself. But again, I really do want to have fewer higher quality trades. That's what I'm trying to focus on, and I think that's gonna be the perfect thing. Another thing I want to quickly look at is the average hold time for the winners and average hold time for the losers. So I'm holding my winners 22 minutes max, and average, and I'm holding my losers around 8 minutes. So I'm not really hanging on to them. If I have a losing trade, I'm just gonna scrap it right away. This is the performance for the week. So let's check out the gross just to see. So on the gross, this one's 108, 203, That was a $29 loss. So, and I'm only showing you guys this just to kind of paint the image on how much commission has taken away from the profit. Say Wednesday we had a small loss of $29, small loss, and on Thursday we had $260 gain, and on Friday we ended with $136 gain. So now let's look at the net. So no, Monday was $100, now it's $53. So half of that got given up to commission. This was a $203, so that's, you know, better than that. Look at this one. This one was a $29 loss initially. That was commission. It came up to $150. So that's quite a bit of commission that's been paid on it. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I was just hovering around -70 to +50 throughout the whole day, and whatever trade I made just kind of bounded me within that parameter. So I couldn't really break that and make more. And I kept trading it for, you know, the first 5 hours of the market, which just kind of accumulated a lot of that commission. Now this one's a $360 gain before commission, and it's $250, so like $110 worth of commission. This one's a little bit sad for me because I was up 200 on relatively just small amount of trades, around 5 trades. Then I came back to just add a little bit more to it, which resulted in me paying a lot more in commission. So even though I ended the day with $135, I paid $100 on commission on it. So I'm paying my broker some money. Like, my broker is absolutely loving me and paying their bills, but I am not paying my bills right now because I'm not having enough money turnover to pay after commission to kind of keep that total profit. But this is good stuff to recognize, and this is stuff that I want to share with you guys, because a lot of people don't really show the net profit and mostly show the gross profit, especially if you are like me, who's using an international broker that is not in the States, because most of US brokers are commission free. You guys are so lucky, but we're not as fortunate as you guys. We have to pay commission, but I guess on the other side of the coin, we don't have the PDT rule, so that's good. I don't need to put $25,000 to an account for me to day trade, but just commission just sucks a lot of my money. So it really depends how you look at it. Sometimes, you know, it's better to have that commission free if you have that $25,000. But on the other side, most of us don't have $25,000 to put in the stock market. And it's nice not to have that PDT, but you're paying for it with commission. So it really depends how you view it. But I think this is a really, really good turnaround for the account. Now let's talk about the pros and cons that I did of this week and how I plan to kind of prep for next week. So I want to talk about a few things that I'm really happy about. So the pros. So like I was saying, I feel like I've created a more stable trading behavior, in a sense where I'm not really going up 500, down 500 or something like that. It's just very consistent. If something does bring me down or I have a red day, I'm able to slow it down, recognize it, and work with it. The most important part about that is just I'm just slowly conditioning those good behaviors, those automatic behaviors that will kick in when I need them to work. The second thing is I'm really, really consistent with my routine, and that is outside of the day trading world. So just waking up early, eating good food, exercising, socializing. Sometimes socializing can be pretty rough when you're head down trying to figure something out like this. But also it's COVID just really, really dried up my social life, and I am a social butterfly, and it sucks. But again, it is getting better. It seems like we're at the tail end of COVID, so I'm socializing, I'm taking care of myself, I'm finding a good routine that I could stick to. And the main important part about this is because that routine behavior you're doing translate to day trading. So if you have a good routine, you can implement that good routine to day trading, and that's going to help you out in the long run. The last thing that I think really helped me out this week is increasing my max loss. I increased my max loss to 2% of my portfolio instead of less than 1% of my portfolio. And I think the main part about that is I just didn't feel so restricted when I was trading, because I could lose up to $250 now compared to only losing $100. And the main problem with that is if I saw my account go to -70 unrealized, I would just have a bit of that anxious feeling. I'm just like, I'm so close to my max loss. I gotta honor that $100 max loss. And I would get out from trades that were working pretty well, and I just had to be a little more patient with it. So me increasing my max loss really allowed me to kind of lift that stress off my chest and really trade effectively the way that I want to trade. So let's talk about the cons of the week. Obviously, we are continuing to overtrade. As you guys can see on the commission, paying $400 for a commission is quite a bit. So I'm recognizing that I still have that on the board, and I'm still looking at it every single day just to make sure that, hey, like, don't forget, you're still continuing this habit of overtrading. So I'm working on that process and reducing it, and the best way to do that is just to be a little more selective with my trading, which brings me up to the second thing, is not being patient. So I feel like patience has a key role with trading, but I do want to give myself credit that I have been a lot more patient lately, especially in the past 2 weeks, and it has really paid off. So I don't want to really say that I'm not really patient, but it's something that will definitely keep helping me with my day trading, and I really want to keep focusing on it. Last thing is I feel like I told myself this week that I'll be doing a lot of the meditation practices before trading or after trading, and I've only done one of them, and that was after day trading. So like 3 hours after I was done day trading, I was like, hey, maybe I should meditate, and I wasn't really focused or even really with it when I was meditating. So next week I'm going to try to do it at least once a day. So if that is before the market open or after the market open, ideally I want to do it before the market open, because I feel like meditating, it's like demo trading for your mind in a sense. When you demo trade for your stock market, you're trying to find out what the price action volatility is and how a stock moves. But when you're doing meditation before you day trade, you are doing a demo of what you would be thinking when you get in a situation. So let's just say that I meditate how I would behave if I enter a stock market and it goes a little bit against me. How would I be able to calm myself down? And I think that's a huge useful thing, because meditating is just not really utilized, and I feel like that could be a huge key role in me succeeding with day trading. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for this week trade recap. If you guys really enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment. I just love when you guys comment, because I get to know you guys more, and there's a lot of other people who are in the same situation as me, that they're just trying to figure out the right steps to take. So I really love it when you guys comment. Let me know about yourself. Tell me why you love day trading and all that good stuff. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Monday.